Hello everyone, welcome to BKA Oracles. So, I got kind of pushed energetically to do this Divine Masculine reading, so we're just gonna see what's up. I do have some automatic writing. I wanted to say downloads, but it's just an automatic writing. That's basically me just tuning in clairaudiently messages, okay? Sometimes I tune in to you guys, Divine Masculines or Divine Feminines, I bring the tea, bring the news here. And sometimes I tune into your guides and so on, and I see things on a spiritual lens as well as on a physical lens, depending on how I should assess the energy, Sometimes it's, not all things are spiritual. Some things could be like physical based as well. And that's pretty much what I do, okay? I just reveal things and guide people for the highest and best good, and hopefully be of service to them, in some point, but in their life. And I enjoy it. I really do. Let's go. Let's get into it. Today is gonna be a little music in the background, okay? Because why not? Also, this is collective. Take what resonates here. Yeah. So there are a lot of flowers here. I feel like I needed it to bring some good rose energy, and I also feel like it's very symbolic to this message here from this specific Divine Masculine, okay? So, as I always say, if the title resonates, you're in the right place. Queen, I need you. All too well, you are my forever, okay? And I also wrote down that you might be Swedish watching this. I kind of looked at my algorithm, and the majority are English-speaking countries, as well as Swedish individuals here, because I'm based in Sweden. It's pretty obvious. So yeah, there's that. Also, this is kind of generally for anyone in any type of relationship here. But there's some sort of twin flame force between you and this specific person. If you haven't heard it a million times, I do read energies, so gender-wise, it's irrelevant for me on a personal note and on an energetic note. But if I'm guided to say, yes, this is for straight people, yes, this is for, people that identify as such and such, right? Then so be it. But this is collectively for whomever in whatever phase, whatever you kind of recognize as you, as your individuality here. Yeah. Okay, let's get to it. Queen, I need you all too well. You are my forever. This is definitely a Divine Masculine that has it's a separation from you. For sure. So, first of all, we got here jealousy, okay? They could be jealous. Somebody in their vicinity as well, in their environment, could also be jealous as well of your guys' connection, or what they are feeling about you, what they're mentioning when it comes to you as their Divine Feminine here. So we got here support. So they're jealous about some sort of support here. I'm not sensing it from the actual Divine Masculine. I feel like it's people around them that's kind of jealous of how encouraging this person is speaking of you and about you, especially when you guys are apart, okay? So I love this. Okay. And for some, I feel like those are like the healed divine masculines. Let me get that straight. There are unhealed divine masculines, which is a thing as well. Let me just get that straight as well. Not everybody comes in their journey as healed. There are healed divine masculines as there are unhealed, as there are healed divine feminines as unhealed. Okay, everybody's on the journey at the end of the day. But not everybody is a twin flame. You would know when you're on that path, right? On that journey. But nonetheless, we're on the journey because we're in need of healing, okay? Whether it takes a bit longer than a few, usually it's the divine feminines that kind of get on it first. At least this is what I saw in the beginning of my journey, like a decade ago. However, I know a few divine masculines that are like on it, you know? So yeah, let's get to it. I feel like they want to be supportive as well. For those that are unhealed, they want to be supported and they're feeling some type of way. These are for the unhealed ones. I feel like they're jealous because you're getting support from somebody and they don't know who. It's almost like I am not the divine feminine support system, and this is like frustrating them into jealousy. Okay, we got our extrovert. Okay, you could be somebody that's a socialist, very active, just attract people on high vibrational, you know, energy here, like myself. I love it, though I consider myself as an ambivert. Okay, but nonetheless, if not, you could also be somebody that's easily distracted, speak without thinking, or need of constant stimulation. I feel like I don't want to bash this wave of like divine masculines, but for those that are unhealed, I feel like they could easily feel this energy down below here, you know. I also created this specific card here in my heart. Like, anyways, I feel like the unhealed divine masculines are feeling what's down here, and you could have this energy where it's up there, okay? And it's like vice versa for those that are healed, they're up there, and those that are unhealed, they're kind of down here in their like mannerism here and how to go about life, okay? So yeah. You know what it is? I keep hearing the same old story. Maybe you as a divine feminine feel like you heard this tale too many times, specifically when it comes to unhealed divine masculines. But rest assured, they will get healing at some point in their life when they're willing to, okay? You cannot really force anyone on their journey, unfortunately, but that's the reality of things. Everything does happen in divine timing, you know. I can't really do much about that, you know. So we got here a type B personality. This person could also be somebody that is kind of like going with the flow, optimistic, or you are. I feel like they missed that as well, that things were just so at ease and at peace with you when you guys, you know, had your guys moments together, okay? I'm sensing now, based on my intuition, that some of you guys have had interactions in the physical where it's like you had, you know, a moment, but we had to separate due to the second and the third. We got here work. For a lot of them, it has to do with work, you know, them building their foundations and whatnot, on both sides, whether they're healed or unhealed. So we got here the Grim Reaper. For a lot of you guys, things actually came to an end. For some, I feel like they also have to change jobs as well, or quit a job, okay, start anew as well. Anything else? We got her sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception out, focusing out. And I feel like they're trying to just see what their options are in terms of work and their stability when it comes to finances. I also feel like when it comes to you, if they get that stabilized right, things can be more flowy, move in the right direction when it comes to you and them, okay, as a couple here. Because these are the divine masculines that are kind of in it for being in a relationship, being that example for the collective here. There are different types of like twin flames, and they have different missions and things of that nature, but I don't want to go too much into it. But these are the ones that I feel like, you know, our love is basically our goal in our twin flame journey here. So we got here the Phoenix. Whatever has been dead is going to come back up again when they kind of settle things when it comes to work. You could also be dealing with Scorpio as well. They could have Scorpionic energy to them. A lot of them are also like sensing you in the dream state, but on a more, it's like energetically in the spiritual realm, you and your twin flame are good. Like I feel the energy is so peaceful. It's so united. Like it really feels good. I feel like what's going on in the 5 days really giving you the strength and the physical, okay? If you know, you know. Yeah, anything else? So we got paranormal activities, okay? Paranormal activities here. And then we got bad intentions. So some of them are like facing energies are not for the best, or you could be, and I feel like it could have spooked somebody, especially those that are unhealed. They're just kind of like, what the heck is going on? Like, am I being hexed or whatever? Am I being cursed? Am I, you know, like, is somebody doing a spell? There's some sort of frequency that needs to kind of be cleansed around the unhealed, like divine masculines here. Those that don't believe in magic, don't believe in paranormal activities, don't believe in things as the twin flame journey, might be feeling that when it comes to you, it's kind of like a bad luck thing. Like if we're gonna take it based on logic here, it's like this is not good vibrations. Even though that is basically energy, vibrations, but like I feel like it has to do with the fact that all of this twin flame is just I'm not sure about this, you know. I'm not sure about all of this. Is too much for my being to deal with, and this is for those that are stuck in their belief system in terms of the matrix, you know. Again, like I said, like you can only, they will get to their healing eventually, and that is something that only God can answer in terms of divine timing here. But if I am led to, you know, give the A-OK for 411, then so be it. But as of now, it's divine timing, okay? For those that are unhealed, okay? AK hasn't awakened yet. Anything else? I think they feel it's absurd as well. So we got spiritual guidance. I feel like they're gonna get a lot of like signs as well from the divine, whether it's angels, spirit animals, numbers, even ancestors, things of that nature. So they were gonna get a lot of spiritual activity in terms of healing, so they will feel at ease with the journey that is the twin flame here. We got the universe as well. Like I mentioned, a lot of signs that are paranormal, okay? They might feel like it's low vibrational or bad, but it isn't. They just have to move away from their thinking of it being associated with something bad, you know? Awakening to something as the twin flame or spiritual awakening in itself is pretty intense, especially if you haven't had any spiritual background at all. Like if you come in as an atheist and all of a sudden you as a divine feminine is all about, you know, the universe and the twin flame brought us together so we can be together and showcase our love and, you know, raise the vibration of Gaia and the earth, etc. They'd be like, what the heck is wrong with you? You know, it would not make sense. I feel like, and I guess today's like generation and society, people are only okay with what's the norm, and the norm that is kind of a-okay is like zodiac signs, astrology. On another note, I'm about to do like a monthly zodiac sign for each like sign here, but that's you know, it's coming, and I feel like, you know, they're pretty okay with, yeah, I'm a Leo, yes, I'm a Sag, yes, I'm a Virgo. However, there's so much than just your sun sign, you know? Like, if you want to go in depth in terms of like love, you should view your Venus. Like, going into that and talking about spirituality on the side of astrology, I feel like a lot of people are okay with that. You know, a lot of people are okay with that. But when you go in depth of what it really means, it's it can get pretty intense, okay? If you know, you know. Even that, I feel like there's some sort of strife when it comes to astrology people versus the people that are a bit old-fashioned and they feel like it has run its course so much so that it almost has a bad taste. Like, I was watching The Cut earlier, and like there were a lot of people that wanted to reject like individuals based on like zodiac signs, and usually for some odd reason, like those that are accepting of the zodiac signs and astrology are two types of people. It's either fuck boys or fuck girls, or that will like accept it, or they were rejected, okay? So it has a bad taste to it. Like, you know, if you just want to be casual, I've noticed a pattern of it, and it's so hilarious. Like, if you want to be casual, they'll be like, oh yeah, if you're Leo and I'm a Leo, then we go together. And a lot of people could take that in resonance in terms of like, oh, they just, it's nothing serious, right? And then for some people, if things has gone bad based on them being a Leo and the other person is a Leo, then they'll just be like, that's a fuck boy, like, how do I say, characteristics. Whenever somebody's talking about astrology, that's like a fuck boy, fuck girl, like, characteristic here. So yeah, it has a good and bad side to it, but when people really do get spiritual, you know, they're either they love it or hate it. But then I must admit, some part of that spirituality as well has been tainted because it's still on this surface level on how people are using it. But I'm gonna keep my knowledge to myself at this point. But I'm gonna say this, that the universe is very keen on for this collective of the divine masculine to open their eyes and sending them signs in relation to you as the divine feminine. Okay, we got here to celebrate, so you guys are gonna celebrate something that's gonna be a joyous moment. I'm not sure when, but celebration is gonna come in for you and your divine masculine here. I'm very talkative today. It's so interesting because I didn't know. Usually I get like downloads, but I've done so many videos recently where I just feel like I think it's time to call it a day. I just felt very eager to do this reading. I'm very eager, and here we are, you know, here we are doing this. So we got here conditional love. Let me come in close here so you guys can see. Also, I want to mention that these specific cards are like the old version that I also do sell online as well through my website. I have like 3 different like Oracle decks. However, enough about that. We got conditional love, and then we got Dharma, okay? And Dharma, I want to just go in with that. That means what it says here. Positive blessings coming in, positive Dharma coming their way, your way, karmic justice when it comes to you and your twin flame. A shift in the frequency of energy for the better. And I love that. You know, I really do for you guys. I really do. But despite the positive energy that's coming in for you and your twin flame, somehow there's still some conditions here. So we're going to see what it's based on, but these are like the few examples. I'm assuming it's so much you guys can see. Excuse my nails. Actually, no, I usually wear my nails like, you know, all natural. So maybe that's also somebody's preference. All natural, you know. But yeah, intimacy, disorientated love, ego-based, distant love, complicated expectations, uncertainty, judgmental, fast-paced, controlling, toxic love, or obsession. Okay, so one or the other is kind of like the dynamic between you and your twin flame. I would actually recognize this is for those that are still in the healing process, as in not being healed yet, okay? But I'm sensing, you know, based on my intuition, that this is coming in regardless, okay? Things are gonna get open for them. They're gonna get some sort of realization. Yeah. I love it. You know, I love it though. Even, I have to be honest, even if things have been karmic, you know, they have acted in their conditional loving ways towards you. It was funny with guys' lessons, okay? The journey with the twin flames is not for everybody, and we do go through lessons that could seem very karmic, but it's for our soul growth, and it's usually, I mean, it would be good storytelling someday for somebody. It's for inspiration, right? It's usually to help elevate ourselves, heal ourselves, as we can heal the earth together. We're showcasing, you know, our ups and downs, okay? I feel like that is very important to like emphasize on, because a lot of people, they get the twin flame journey twisted. But yeah, let me continue. I do have a whole in-depth back-to-back on what it really entails. I usually just go with, you know, on the video for the sake of the video and say that, you know, check with your guidance and you will know. You come in for confirmation, and that is utterly, affirmatively true. Yes. But you know, I know some people is on that spiritual awakening journey where it's like they want to know what it means. You know, what does it mean? You know, it's almost like, what does it mean to like fall in love? What do you mean when you say that you love me? Like, what is love, you know, for you? You know, and I'm not talking about love based on shallowness. I'm talking about that deep love where it's like, I want you to be certain that when you are rocking with me, when you love me, it's for me. You know, you do not love me based on what people are saying, based on, you know, fear, based on, you know, for show. Like, I want it to be, I don't want a TV paper cut type of like love. I want it to be genuine and real. And in order to come to that phase in your life, you have to also be able to receive it, you know? And I feel that's kind of like the dilemma between a lot of people in general. It doesn't even have to be tailored to a divine masculine or divine feminine situation here. For some odd reason, it kind of feels harder though. I don't want to be biased, but, you know, them not realizing that the ultimate foundation here and the reason for it all is to have that love, you know, receive and give love, you know, being the frequency of love. In order to get to that point as well, from point A to B, it looks different for everybody. But what I do know from pattern and experience, it's not an easy journey, okay? Loving yourself, giving love and receiving love, it's depending on where you stand, you know, on the scale of divine feminine, divine masculine. It's a journey, you know. It's not that easy. It's not that simple, okay? It's similar to like life. Life is not just that simple. However, you can at least learn and go with the process of things can turn around, okay? I feel like you can always be positive knowing that a change is always inevitable and is always something that is solid, you know? A change will always be solidified at the end of the day in anyone's journey in life. So we get here the sun, okay? So happiness is coming in, like I mentioned, in blessings. And I also feel like joy and peace is coming in. I mostly feel like it has to do with the reading. You know, I don't want to be like that, but you kind of understanding the full picture of this, I feel like it helps you, and it's gonna help your divine masculine as well. Whether you're divine masculine watching or the divine family, doesn't matter. You could also be dealing with a Leo. I keep saying Leo all the time, but you could also be dealing with a Leo. But we got here spiritually awakened in reverse. So I guess I'm still on the track of, you know, unhealed divine masculines here. I want to do like a few more cards. I've talked a lot though. So we got a Tower moment in reverse. Okay, that's good. That means the worst is kind of like over. I'm also sensing here transmutation of energy. So whatever was hard, it's gonna get better. AKA Dharma is coming in, and whatever was kind of too flowy probably could have like invite some lessons, okay? But I'm not, that's basically what the Tower means in reverse for me, but I'm not sensing things are going in for the worst, as the worst has already kind of been in process or happened, okay? We got here Emperor in reverse. For some, you could be dealing with an Aries that was, you know, not the best, very karmic wise, but at the end of the day, they were your twin flame. Things weren't growing between you and them at all. It was very difficult. But I feel like the universe is like, let us plan new stuff. Let us bring in new energy here, new seeds, and see what we can bring up here. Okay, so we got here a strength card. For some of you guys, you gain strength and this trial and error between you and this twin flame. And that was kind of like the lesson here. We got here 7 of Wands. For some, you kind of had to gain like protection. I keep hearing the bare minimum. So what they did, they couldn't even do the bare minimum. I feel like the universe literally at some point they cut course. It became a Tower moment in you in their life here, and what it taught you in the process was strength and confidence, and I love that. That was one of your guys' lessons, you know. Let me just say this: whenever you meet your twin flame, it's a Tower moment regardless, every time. It's very unexpected, and it's kind of like a wave of, it almost reminds me of a whiplash, but it's not really like spiritually whiplash, okay? And it's unlike anything you've ever experienced in your life, and trust me, it's going to stick with you forever, okay? Doesn't matter age-wise, it's going to stick with you forever. And I do feel like when things are aligned, all this hardship, all this shenanigans and the fuckery, it's gonna ease, okay? Things are just, you won't even remember it, you know? Well, probably some, you know, depending on your guys' journey. But I do feel like at the end of the day, it was for the greater good, okay? We're gonna do an advice card here collectively. So we got here, I am blessed, I'm at peace. This is your affirmation card. Affirm it for 21 days and let the habit become a manifestation in your life. Okay? I want to do one more. I'm in the spirit of giving. So yeah, let's go. Let's see here. We got hair play. I don't feel like reading it, so I'm just gonna do this for a while and let you guys read it. Okay. So I guess it's time to have fun, put the work behind, and let's see where it takes us. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.